Hey YouTube, it's your boy Miaris TV. This is my first official long form video on YouTube. Outside of shorts, I really haven't posted anything else. Thought it'll be fitting to start off the first long form video with a gun collection. Two, to see where I'm at when I started my YouTube journey. I thought it'd be cool to look back at. But since it is Glocktober, I guess we'll start with the Glocks. Up first is the Glock 26 Gen 3. Of course, we're clear. It's just no frills, just old reliable Glock. And just to let you guys know, everything is clear. I will be checking them, because the YouTube police. There's no rounds in any of the mags in here, outside of as far as pistols. Up next is the Glock 43X. This is one that I carry a lot. I have the TLR6, the O-Sight SE. It's the enclosed emitter with the battery on the side. I do have the Shield mags on here, so it's like the 15 round mags with the mag release as well. But of course, we are clear. Yeah, but reliable Glock. Then we have the Glock 22, which is chambered in 40, people's most favorite rounds. This is my bedside gun. Does have a TLR1. Yeah, not much more. And this I got, this was one of my first guns. It was a trade-in, like a Leo trade-in. Yeah, but reliable. Up next is my Glock 17. This one here, I got a mag release, mag well. Other than that, not too much. This one has probably the most rounds through it in my collection. And then we got everybody's favorite Glock 19. This is Gen 5. Clear. I got a TLR7A on it. Did have a Glock performance trigger in here, but I took it out and put it in another gun. But yeah, it's my Glock 19. And my newest gun in the collection is the Glock 19X. This one here is clear. Has the O-Sight C. It has a bootleg Surefire 300 Ultra that I got on Amazon. And this one here has the Glock performance trigger. Yeah, pretty nice. And then up next is my Springfield XD9 Mod 3. This one shoots pretty good, has a good trigger. I like shooting it. I have the Siley Wolf Zero on this one. Yeah, but it's my Mod X, or XD Mod 3. Up next, we have the Springfield Echelon. Of course, we're clear. This one has the Surefire X300 Ultra. It has the O-Sight X. And this is like one of the smoothest polymer frame slides that I've felt. But yeah, and also has a great trigger. Yeah. But that's my Springfield Echelon. Up next, we'll do some Rugers. This is one that I carry all the time. This is the Ruger LCP Max. It's 380. This thing gives you, I believe, 13 rounds of 380. Trigger's not so nice, but you know, if you train with what you carry, you won't have any issues. And that was the Max, and this is the Ruger LCP. This was my original pocket carry. And this is the first one that came out. They have this one, they have the two. But yeah, I also like this one. Added a pinky extension so I can get a good grip on it. But yeah, Ruger LCP. Then I have the Ruger SR22. This one's a 22. Sorry about that. My battery died. Yeah, but this is the Ruger SR22. Like I said, chambered in 22. Pretty nice. Yeah, I like this one. This one's good for planking and first-time shooters. It's my Ruger RXM. Clear. On here I have the Siley Wolf Pro TLR 1. Yeah, this is a near pickup, but looking forward to all the upgrades you're going to be able to do to this, because it does have they call it the FCI, the fire control insert. So the serialized portion is actually the trigger group, which lifts up off the frame. But it's pretty cool. Yeah. So that's my Ruger XM. Up next, we have some Caniks. Starting with the Canik MC9. This one has the O-Sight SE. I have the extended mag in here now because it's what fits the best. Of course, what Canik is known for is that trigger. Trigger is pretty. Yeah. It's crisp, short, and the reset is insanely quick. Yeah, so that's my MC9. And then up next is my first Canik. This is the, as you can see, we're clear. This is the TP9 Elite SC with the TLR7 on it. It has a Romeo 0. This was like one of my first red dots. I know it is polymer, but I haven't had any issues with it. And this gun has a lot of rounds in it. But yeah, that's my Canik TP9 Elite SC. Up next is my Canik Mete SFT. This one has the TLR1. It has a Gideon Omega. I love these dots here. I have astigmatism, so there's very few dots I can actually see clearly, and this is like one of them. But yeah, this is my Canik Mete SFT, and of course it has that Canik trigger. So you get there, that's the wall, and then that's the brake, just real crisp, and that's the reset. Up next is my Canik TP9 Elite Combat Executive. This one here is probably like top 3 triggers in my collection. Does have the TLR1. It has the Mechanic. I believe it's the MO3, but it's like their competition one. It has that big window there, and yeah, and this one here has the lightest trigger, one of the lightest trigger. I gotta say, under 3 pounds. Does come with the extended mag release. But yeah, This is my Canik TP9 Elite Combat Executive. And then we have the Canik Rival SFX. Of course, we're clear. And then this one here has also a phenomenal trigger. I have the O-Sight X on it. Gives you a nice massive window. And yeah, the trigger is just like any other Canik. But I mean, it's just, yeah, it's nice. Up next, we have the SAR9. This one here is, yeah, I don't shoot this one as much, even though it does shoot great. Got good ergos. It came with this light in the box. Don't know what kind of light it is, but it works. Yeah, came with 3 magazines, 2 of them with the extended and 1 flush. But yeah, that's the SAR9 right there. I guess we can get into the daggers. This is the Dagger Micro. Of course, we're clear. This one is the C1 because it has that like kind of comp ported slide. It's supposed to help with the recoil or the muzzle flip. This one has the Gideon Judge, little red dot. It comes with the 15 round mags from Palmetto. People don't like this hinge trigger on these daggers. I don't seem to mind it. It's not too bad. I don't mind it. Yeah, that's my PSA Dagger Micro. Up next is the PSA Dagger Compact. This is like your 19, basically clone. This one here has the TLR1. It has one of my new favorite affordable optics. This is a Monstrum. The Monstrum, I forget the name, but it's the Nitro Plus. There we go. This is the Nitro Plus. It's their RMR cut. Pretty nice, no issues. And this was recently on sale under like 55 bucks. Yeah, but this comes with the dagger compensator I put on here, flared magwell, and yeah, also the hinge trigger. I don't mind it because I went with the compensator. I had to put a 15-pound spring in there, but yeah, no issues with this. Super reliable and one of my favorites to shoot. Up next is the Dagger full size. This is like and it's clear. There's no mag, so it won't lock back. But yeah. And so this is like the Glock 17 clone. Actually, no, not the 17. This is more like the 19X because it still has the 19 slide length, but it has the 17 grip. And I love shooting this thing. Of course, has a Siley Wolf Zero on it. I love Siley. Yeah, but that is the PSA Dagger full size. And up next, I have another Dagger full size. This one here has, of course, we're clear. So I'm magging it so it won't lock back. But it has the O-Sight X. Also a PSA compensator on it, a magwell, and extended mag release. But this one as well, because it is compensated, I had to put in a 15-pound spring and guide rod. But yeah, I love this thing. Next thing I think I'm gonna do is the trigger on this one. But you know, people complain about the hinge dagger triggers. I don't mind it, so I'm not in a rush. But it'll be nice to have this one with a different trigger. That way I can compare it with the other full size dagger. Up next is the Stoeger STR9 SC. This one here, it's like Glock 26 size. This is like a surprisingly pretty good gun all around. Trigger, I think it's a little nicer than my Glock triggers. On top, I got like a little cheap Temu RMR clone. But yeah, fun little range toy. Up next is the Stoeger. This is the STR9C. So it's like their version of like the 19. It's like a 19 slide, 19th length. This one here, I have this FC Shoots light that I got off of Amazon. This thing's like 13 bucks, and for 13 bucks, man, this thing is not bad. It is all polymer frame, so, but yeah, and it's rechargeable as well. This has the Sig Romeo 0 on it with the little metal protector that you can get with it. It's just the extra red dot that I have laying around. I just threw it on here just to see how it would look. But of course we are clear. But yeah, also pretty nice trigger on this here. Up next, we have the Beretta. This is the APX A1 carry, little 9mm. I think this one takes 8 rounds. Came optic ready, and I mean, I got it because it was a deal. It has pretty good. I like the grip texture on it. It is pretty good, and aside from the trigger being like one of the longest triggers pulls, it's not too bad. Wow, once you get used to it, I get pretty good groups with this once I get going. But yeah, that's Beretta APX A1 carry. Up next, we have the CZ P10. That was a snap cap. The CZ P10C. This is their ported version. As the port there. I have a TLR1, a Gideon Omega, and this here comes with 2 magazines, and they also give you optional +2 extensions that you can put on it. So I put it on one of them. But yeah, this thing shoots pretty flat, and doesn't have a trigger that's half bad either. Yeah, but that's my CZ10 P10C. Up next is like one of my personal favorites. This is the Rost Martin RM1C. This is like such an underrated gun. It shoots so nice, so flat. And I mean, the price I paid for this is probably like up there of some of my top purchases of the year. But yeah, this one comes with the O-Sight X. Yeah, and the trigger on this thing here is not half bad. Yeah, so it's like a nice quick just break, and the reset is pretty quick. It almost pushes you forward. Yeah, but yeah, so this is my Rost Martin RM1C. Up next is like one of my surprising pickups here. This is the Tisas PX9 Duty. Of course, it comes with the threaded barrel. I have the Olight P1 Valkyrie, or PL3 Valkyrie, getting an Omega optic on it. But this thing here has like one of, like, if it's not the lightest trigger in my collection, it's like one of the lightest triggers. But you just, I mean, it's just, that was effortless. It's just like, that's all the travel, and then you're at the wall, and then the break. It's just, yeah, it's crazy. It's almost like, I feel like that it's so light that I feel like the trigger isn't working. But yeah, so this is the Tisas PX9 Duty. Love this thing. Up next is my FN509 Tactical. This is the compact version, so it has the shorter grip. Of course, out the box they come with suppressor height sights, optics ready. I added a Siley Wolf 0 to this one. Also have an Olight PL3 Valkyrie on it. These things are surprisingly bright. Yeah, love these things. And actually right now they're having a sale on them. I think they're like $55. But yeah, outside of the aesthetics of this, I don't shoot this one as much because the trigger, it's not that it's like a heavy trigger, but for whatever reason I always shoot left with this. No matter what I do, how hard I try, I'm not very accurate. I'll probably change out the trigger and see what that does, but I want to love this gun. I mean, I do love it. It's like one of my favorite looking guns. Yeah, so that's the FN509 Tactical. Up next is my Mac 9DS. This is like a clone of like a staccato clone. This is imported by Military Armament Corporation, but I think that these are made by the Turkish company Tisas. They make it for them. This is one of the smoothest shooting guns in my collection. I mean, this thing here, I'm so accurate with this thing, and it's my first, 1911 pistol, and I understand all the hype around them now. But yeah, this one here has the TLR1, the Holosun 507C, X2, and yeah, love this thing. This is the Mac 9 DS. Yes. Up next, we have the Taurus GX4. This thing here, no complaints at all. Nice little carry size. I don't have enough rounds on this one to actually put it into the carry rotation right now, but once I get some rounds through it and it proves its reliability, I'll throw it in the rotation. But yeah, up top I have the Cat 0 by Siley. The trigger on this one here is not bad at all. Not bad at all. Doesn't have a bad, it's not real snappy. It's actually pretty manageable. I used to have a Springfield Hellcat, and I got rid of it because it was just, like, I hated shooting it. It was like miserable. It was like, it was not enjoyable at all. It was painful, but this one's not too bad, and it's about the same size package. And this one here comes with 12 plus 1. Actually, I think this is the 13, and then the other one is a flat. This one's 13, the other one is 11, sorry. So yeah, 13 and 11. But yeah, that's my Taurus GX4. And over here I have the Taurus GX2. This is one of my favorite Taurus that I own. I have 3, but I don't have with me right now, which is the Taurus G2C. But this one here shoots really good. Of course, it's not optics ready. I don't think they have their optics ready version, which I believe they call the Toro versions. But yeah, this one here feels good in hand. I shoot great with this, and the trigger is not half bad. Yeah, but this is my Taurus GX2. Up next is my only revolver in the collection. This is a Heritage Rough Rider 22. Of course, it's chambered in 22. And as you can see, we don't have anything in the chamber. Yeah, so she's empty. But yeah, this is my Heritage Rough Rider 22. And then last but not least, everybody's favorite, one of the most reviewed, highly acclaimed guns on YouTube. This the infamous High Point. This is the YC9. Yeah, this one came with a threaded barrel. Has 10 round magazines, and this thing's they call Glocks. They're like a block. This thing right here, if a Glock is a block, then this is a freaking house, because man, this thing's massive and has little quirks to it, so you can't really there's no slide release, and if the mag's empty, you got to remove it, slide the slide back, and just to release it. But yeah, it's the High Point YC. I got this thing here. I have an optics rail, like a little Picatinny rail that I'm gonna throw an optics on, and put a suppressor on here and see how she shoots. But yeah, that's it for all my pistols. If you guys want to see any if you want to see me do a review on any one of these guns that you just saw, just leave a comment down below. And yeah, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, all that jazz. Y'all have a good one.